Hi, so let's talk about how YouTube changed my life and why I walked out of domestic abuse at the age of 45. So you see, I am 48 right now. Um, I had lived in a narcissistic abuse situation uh, without knowing what was going on. So YouTube came to the rescue. I've mentioned in one of my videos how this came about. Like, how did I manage to figure things out, what was going on, for me to be able to make a decision and execute the decision and be able to speak to you right now like this. So, yeah, if you go back to previous videos, I'll probably link them in the description. So now, domestic abuse is dreadful, is a nightmare, is not acceptable at any level to anyone, man or woman, whatever color, and it does not discriminate. Um, yeah, it's just an inhuman experience that should be eradicated like diseases. So, YouTube educated me about narcissism. I had ignored the word narcissism as it was thrown to me. Um, I picked things up, uh, things that stand out for me. They have a meaning, so I try and understand what it means and how it applies to me. So I came on here on YouTube and I went in the search and typed in narcissism, and my whole world was turned upside down in a good way, because now I could understand what was happening, what is going on, why things have been the way they were, and how, if they're going to change. So, YouTube gave me evidence of what was happening. I even had to find out if there's anybody I can look up to who had gone through abuse. And I was shocked when I discovered that the late Tina Turner, rest in peace, uh, had gone through abuse. And she was around probably my age, or yeah, I think she was 47 when she it started off again, and when she walked out of her marriage after a domestic violence situation, and she'd cross a busy motorway just to escape from the hotel she was living in. So I heard that and I watched her talk, and then I could see that if you've been through abuse, man or woman, you've got this fear that sort of like pulls you back. So you're wanting to speak, like, no, I'm free, but there's just like ooh, a dread kind of in your voice as you speak. Because I remember her being asked about her late husband at the time. And then I remember I said, "Oh, did she tell you? Did he tell you?" or something like that. And then I could see that. But anyway, like everyone I've spoken to who's gone through abuse, they say unless and until you've gone through abuse, there's a knowing, there's an understanding of what you've gone through that you cannot figure out if you've never been through that. So YouTube gave me clarity. I was clear as to what I needed to do. I understood what had happened, and I could see how my life had been with other people. Uh, and it also helped me in my family situation to manage situations. I became bold now because I was equipped. I'm like, no, 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 I'm not going to tolerate that. And the other thing that helped me was when I watched like motivational speakers. Uh, we've got Tony Robbins. I'm sure he doesn't want to be called a motivational speaker. He says he likes to put people in a peak state. So I remember him saying that if you want to change your life, you have to raise your standards. So I looked at my life. I'm like, what standard do I need to raise here? Because I thought I was already living well. So after I've been educated, I've seen all the evidence, I've decided to raise my standards, I had to leave everything. I walked out of my home that was fully paid up for, no rent, no mortgage. We lived in the house for 10 years. I, at this point, was not working. I had lost my car. I had no savings. I only had the clothes that I bought myself. Throughout my relationship, throughout domestic abuse, I did not have any support financially, or even the kids were also suffering. So what I did is I packed 2 suitcases. One with my bits and bobs, like my laptop, my microphone, my books, and other bits and bobs for the kids. And the other suitcase were to put in our clothes, as much as we could carry, because we only could carry 2 suitcases. I was going to drag one suitcase, my daughter was going to drag the other suitcase, and they're the backpacks, and then my shoulder tote bag. Right. So like I said, I had no job. I had no money. I had been faced with a wall of resistance. If I tried to go to work, he will make it difficult for me. If I tried to do a business, he will just make it impossible. Because I remember at one point my phone got caught because I couldn't pay the bill. You know, when you've got a contract phone and if you don't pay, they want their money back. Yeah, so I made a decision. I remember I wrote a goal that I was going to leave by end of August 2022. I didn't know where I was going, but God has a way of making a way for you when there seems to be no way. I speak to you right now, having left domestic abuse situation, having lived in a narcissistic abuse relationship, and it's only when I knew what I was faced with that I was able to set myself free. And the other thing that I realized is nobody is gonna come and save you. You have to save yourself. Yes, I am speaking from experience. I am speaking having survived, but it all comes down to you to make that decision. And you have to be bold. You have to be brave. You will live a life that you never thought was possible. I had to pinch myself to see if I wasn't dreaming, because I could never have thought, just by making a decision and just by searching up what narcissism meant, I was going to come to this position of being free again, of being educated going forward. Because if you don't know what narcissism is, you keep bumping into situations, into people that will make you feel lesser of a human, that would want to control you. So I left everything, and I actually decided that being homeless or being away from my home. I told you my home was paid up. We could have lived there forever if we wanted. We could have passed it on to our kids when we died or when we're gonna die. But it was far better to go and rent than continue living in there. I don't know why my voice is like this. Oh well, I am brave now to talk about this, but I could never have spoken about this like this. This is my healing process. This is like therapy. So why am I sharing all this? This is just to give you hope. This is to tell you that I got inspired to be able to be brave, to come out and live again. I mean, my kids are thriving. My kids thank me every day. They're like, Mom, this is the best decision that you ever did. And I remember my daughter, she didn't think life was gonna get better at any stage. But I remember her saying, Mom, I didn't believe you that life was gonna get better. But now I do. So it's hearing those voices speaking to me and also hearing people congratulating me. I'm like, oh, okay, so I didn't realize this was worthy of uh, celebration. But anyway, it is. You have to celebrate because it takes courage, bravery. Uh, the fear of the unknown is what holds most people back. But it's better to venture into the unknown than stay with the known that you know is wanting to, I don't want to say kill, but you just feel like your life is coming to an end. It's just a matter of when, not if. So you can comment down below and tell me what you would take if you had to leave your domestic abuse situation, or if you were to advise somebody, or what would you have advised me to take with me. So we'll see you in the comment section. Bye bye. I'm Danka. Don't tell me good after all this talk. What? You want me to charge you? I'm not sure what is going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my battery. What are you doing?